What's up, crew? This is Wes, and we're here for your hardcore session. Now, I believe that your core is everything that spans the bridge from your armpits down toward your hips. So what we're going to do today is work that core to provide form and function for our spine. And there are going to be 3 different blocks of work. First block is going to be working on a stable core. Second block on a mobile core, and the last block is going to be on a powerful core. Now, in each of those blocks, we're going to have 3 exercises. And you can do 10 to 15 repetitions per exercise, 2 sets of each. By the way, I would suggest doing this type of workout twice per week because for runners, our core provides power from our legs going up to our arms. It helps give us that form and function over a long distance race or transfers that power even in a short distance race. Today we're going to use the cable column. Now the reason I like to use the cable column is that it provides consistent resistance with a lot of different angles. So we can take the cables at the bottom, we can take them all the way to the top or somewhere in between. You'll see all 3 of those varieties. You guys ready for this? Let's get a little hardcore. All right, so exercise number 1 on block number 1, about stability of the core. First thing we're gonna do is a Palof Press. So I've already preset my weight, and I want you to move with me, get in an athletic position, feet about shoulder width, toes forward, knees slightly bent, hips back. From there, you're gonna take the cable to your chest. You're gonna press it out in front of you, and you're gonna bring it back. You're gonna press it long, and you're gonna bring it back. You're gonna hold it with your arms long for about 2 seconds, then bring it right back. You'll exhale out, inhale in. Again, you'll do about 12, 15, 10 repetitions, somewhere in that range. Make sure the last couple are pretty tough, and then you'll go over to the opposite side. That was Palof Press number 1. Exercise number 2 is gonna be that same Palof Press, but we're gonna do a little overhead reach. So we're gonna have our Palof Press, hold it for a moment, take your hands over top of your head, bring them back, and pull your hands back to your sternum. Press your arms long, over your head, back down, back to your sternum. Again, 10 to 15 repetitions, then switch sides. For both of those exercises, if it feels like the weight is a little light, rather than increasing the weight, I would challenge you to bring your feet more narrow. A decreased base of support, not only get your core muscles to work more, but maybe even that inside hip muscle that we call your gluteus medius. Exercise number 3 is called stirring the pot. So I'm going to start in that athletic position, and I want you to move with me, and we're just going to do some circles. We'll do them clockwise to start. Try and keep your hands within the boundaries of your shoulders, and after you do about 10 of those, we would do counterclockwise. And again, kind of a shorter range of motion, rather than going really big, keep a little time under tension of your core muscles, and keep them in tight with your arms. All right, that was 3 exercises for a stable core. Let's move over to a mobile core now. Exercise number 1 is gonna pull together some parts that we saw in that first block. We're gonna reach with our left hand, which is our outside arm. And if you watch my feet, we're gonna pull, punch, and now the feet are going to twist. Again, we're gonna reach, outside foot pivots, pull, punch, twist. Have your head move with you. Pull, punch, twist. So that is exercise number 1. Exercise number 2, we're gonna start to get some mobility through our thoracic spine. So I'm gonna drop the height of the cable and go into a little half kneel position. Now on this exercise, we're gonna put our inside leg in front. We're gonna come into that half kneel, pull across our body, punch it up. Back down, pull across our body, punch it up. Pull across, punch up. Awesome. Exercise number 3, we're gonna get into a little side plank. So I'm gonna raise the height of the cable to be about mid-thigh height. And in this side plank, we're gonna go on one elbow, hips lifted tall, and we're gonna pull that hand all the way up and in. Reach out, pull in. Reach out, pull in. Hopefully you've been doing these 10 to 15 repetitions, 1 set per side, then switch, and doing that 2 times through. That gives us everything for a mobile spine. Now let's talk about having a powerful spine and a powerful core. We've got 3 exercises. The first one's gonna be a trunk twist. This is an exercise that most of you have probably seen before. The cable is gonna be lifted up to about belly button height. The thing that I want to make sure that you're doing is that inside leg really gets a good rotation here. So we're long with our arms, pivot that inside foot around. Pivot the inside foot. Now part of the reason we pivot that inside foot is that when we spin, we can really squeeze through our glutes. And we know as runners, all of our power is transferred from our lower body through our hips to our upper body. So the hips, Shakira was right, they don't lie. They need to be strong. We're here, spin. Get that inside foot to pivot with you. That's when we can probably start to load up a little bit more resistance and go with just a little bit more speed. And that's what power is. Resistance plus speed, that's power right there. Speaking of being powerful, we are on to exercise number 2. We are now going to drop our cable down. Also a type of a twist, but now we're going to go from low to high. So it's just a chop from down low to up high. If you watch my feet, we're here, and then the inside foot pivots around. Squat and drive. We're using a little power from our legs to propel our arms. Now on both of those last 2 exercises, I want to talk nerdy with you for just a second. We're going to talk lever arms. If you're going through those exercises and you're finding that your arms are bent, either on the low to high chop or just the twist, then take the weight, lower it down a little bit, keep your arms long. On both of those exercises, we want our arms to be long because that just gives us a longer lever arm and more tension on the abdominal muscles. What it should feel like in your stomach is that your belly button gets pulled tight toward your spine the entire time. That's how we functionally work the core. All right, last exercise together. We're going to raise that cable height. Back up to belly button height. We're going to reach that arm across. We're going to pull it in, and then we're going to punch it out. I'm going to give you a little demo further back so you can see my feet. Pull it into your sternum, switch hands, punch it across. So there's a little coordination with this one, but we're runners. We can be coordinated, and we get a pull and a punch. Boom. Awesome, great job. So that was 9 exercises, 3 blocks, stable, mobile, powerful. You should walk out of this feeling more powerful.